Hey, here we are.
What's going on?
You know that sound, folks? Different music, but still the same new whistle. I'm Chris Trottier.
And I'm Jon Anzalone, and we're here with Elkhorn's very own Olympian, Payton Jacobson. Thanks for taking time for us, Payton.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I know you're a busy guy, so totally appreciate you taking some time to be on here. And yeah, we'll get you going and on your way so you can get to Paris, which you're leaving for pretty soon, right?
Yep. Yeah, thanks for having me on. I leave next Monday. It's coming up.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So I got a question before we even get going, because watching Greco-Roman wrestling, watching folk style wrestling, what are the big difference of Greco-Roman? Like, how do you, I don't always understand how you score. Sometimes they say someone was passive, or I don't get it. Help us out.
Yeah, so biggest difference is you can't touch the legs, and that's why you see a lot more throws. Or biggest points you can score is a 5-pointer when you throw someone over your head and they land on their back, and then a 4-pointer is when you throw them from their feet to their back. So that's where like arm throws come in, and like body locks, that kind of stuff. And then takedown is 2 points and push out is 1 point. So usually if there's no scoring going on, the one who owns the center more is going to get the other guy's going to get the passive call, and the other guy will go on top usually.
Okay. And then that's when, if you escape from the bottom, there's points for that, or no?
No points for escapes. They bring you up after like 30 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
all right.
So Payton, so not everybody knows who's going over to Paris from all the countries. Are you like scouting, reviewing, planning, working with your coaches to identify who's your first match and who's the favorite and what it looks like moving forward? What does that preparation look like?
Yeah, I mean, I know who's going to be there, but mainly just focusing on myself.
Okay.
Trying to perfect myself in all areas of on my feet, and then trying to score on top, and then trying not to get scored on the bottom. So those are just the focuses right now. And I mean, I know who I have, but yeah, those are the main focuses. Just get myself ready.
So how did it feel to get that Olympic gear?
Oh, it's big. Yeah. I'm really excited to compete there and go rep for the country.
When the gear showed up, though, was it like, this is real, here we go?
I don't even know. It's just kind of like what we trained for. So it wasn't like, I don't know, it wasn't anything too big in my opinion. Yeah, we're just training right now. Just getting ready.
Well, the reason you're an Olympian is because we get more excited than you.
For sure.
You're focused on the task at hand, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So what is it, you've always been laser focused on whatever you do. What does it take, or what do you think it takes to be an elite athlete, like Olympian, professional? What does that take?
I think first it comes with like the love of the sport. You got to start loving what you're doing. You got to start loving going to practice, loving all the grueling workouts. Like you got to start loving that stuff a little bit. And then just a lot of discipline, diet, being in control with your college life, social life, just living a disciplined life. So yeah, those are the main 2 things I'd say.
Which you have, because being at my house, there were times that you didn't dip into the food costs because you're like, hey, I can only have water or a slice of ham today.
Yeah, no, that's ridiculous.
However, there were other days you were at our house when we said, where's Payton? And you were in the pantry just having at it.
Oh, yeah. My high school days. Oh, yeah.
Payton, what was one of your favorites over at the Anzalone house that they always kept on hand that they didn't have at the Jacobson house?
They always have Pop-Tarts. I love Pop-Tarts.
What's your favorite Pop-Tart?
S'mores.
I'm with you. I'm with you. That's good.
So of that focus, back on task here, my fault. Training skills, drills, all those things, like super important, body health, things like that. What would you say to someone or young athletes about the mental side?
I mean, I'd say that's 90% of the battle, maybe even more. Just believing in yourself and thinking that you're the best, but at the same time, like focusing on everything you're doing, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it's a big mental part, and believing in yourself, just knowing that you put in the time. Usually when I compete bad, I feel like there's something that went wrong in training, or I wasn't laying it all on the line during my training. So you got to train yourself mentally during training to be able to believe in yourself on the mat or whatever sport you're doing.
Do you or the Greco-Roman team do any mental training as far as like visualizations or positive talk or anything like that?
All the time, yeah. For me in practice, like sometimes like having a bad practice, and I just keep telling myself I love this. This is what I love to do. I love the feeling of being drained, just struggling. I try to remind myself of that, and then like sometimes when I get out of the sauna or sitting in the sauna, I'll be just visualizing myself going through the Olympics. I don't know if you know Karen Bird. She's went with hypnosis down in Burlington. She's helped me out quite a bit as well.
Oh.
Do you think the mental side is something that maybe younger athletes miss because they're so focused on skills and drills?
For sure, yeah. I mean, you just gotta become a dog, to be honest. I mean, the skills and drills are very important. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, I feel like everyone gets that eventually, and then to some point, it's a big mental part.
So, Payton, it's been a whirlwind for you, I'm guessing. You know, I know here at Elkhorn, you've had fundraisers and everybody's excited and proud of you. And I'm guessing you are counting the day to get on that plane and go to Paris. Besides competing, what are you most excited about when you get over there?
Just my family going over there. They'll be supporting me, seeing them out there. Gives a trip for them. Plus, all my coaches are coming. It's pretty special. And Benji Peak's coming as my training partner. So
awesome.
I mean, we both going out there. It'll be cool.
That's really neat. That's really neat that Benji's going to get a chance to take part in that as well with you. And yeah, you guys have done a lot of wrestling and a lot of training together. And yeah, that's probably super special.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So let's bounce off wrestling for a little bit. What do you like to do when you're not wrestling other than watch Rocky?
This weekend I went to the beach a little bit, played some beach volleyball. It was nice out. Other than maybe go on a longboard ride, play some soccer, basketball. Yeah, it's getting active. Went on a hike today. Yeah, I golf a lot too. I haven't golfed much this year though.
Okay.
So I haven't had the time. And whenever I go out, just don't play so good.
Golf is a humbling game.
Yeah, you got to stay on top of it to be like actually good. So I don't have the time right now. It's frustrating.
It's quite unforgiving. We got the Booster Club outing coming up, Jon, on Friday.
True. That's true. Yeah. We do, don't we?
Booster and Rotary.
Yes. All right. So I got one more like kind of off topic of Olympics for you, Payton. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Like, what would you like to be doing? Where would you like to be? Maybe still wrestling. I don't know.
No, I don't want to still be wrestling. Honestly, I mean, I'm getting my degree in sports science. I'm going to be a strength coach. I'm trying to help like younger athletes like take that next level. I don't know exactly where I'll be at, but working with I'll start with ETS and then see where that takes me.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Just so you have one more year.
Crazy.
Huh? Okay. One more year at Michigan, Northern Michigan.
One semester.
One semester.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, your degree, will that push you into getting a master's and keep going, or will it? And if so,
I don't really know yet. I don't need it, I don't think, but we'll see if I go back to school. Yeah, it depends on how this goes. We'll see.
Nice.
Yeah. Are you looking forward, I'm assuming, to opening ceremonies and all that hoopla?
Oh, yeah. No, it'll be cool.
Who's sponsoring the gear? Did you get the gear? Like, that's always a conversation for us who are watching from our couch.
Polo Ralph Lauren. They got the opening ceremony gear. I don't know. I mean, I got my Nike singlets for the games, but yeah, I really don't know who. What else we'll get.
Do you guys know the story about Jordan in the '92 Olympics? Did you ever hear that one?
With who? Oh,
Michael Jordan?
No, I haven't.
No, so Reebok was the sponsor.
Oh, yeah.
And at the gold medal, he draped a flag over since he was a sponsor of Nike. I thought that was kind of an interesting story that came out. It's crazy. He's probably the only one who could get away with it, right?
For sure, MJ.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you're in Marquette, Michigan right now, right? Waiting to hop a plane pretty soon and on your way to Paris next?
Yep, next Monday. So
What's
coming up, one more week of training, be heading out there.
What's the itinerary look like this week leading up to it? So what time does your flight leave and land, and then what does it look like moving forward?
Yeah, so this week I have 2 foreign partners in town. A guy from Switzerland, he's taken 5th in the world a few times, and then the guy from Norway who I went and trained with last year. He won the worlds, U23 worlds a few years ago. They're not competing in the Olympics, but yeah, they're helping me train. I'm flying them up here, and then next Saturday I'll drive home, maybe hang out at home for a day, and then go to Chicago.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you guys get the itinerary and schedule for once you land? I'm guessing it's pretty rigorous.
Yeah, we get in, get all the gear, start training a little bit, and then the opening ceremonies on the 26th, and then from there we go to Normandy, where we have like an acclimation camp, a little bit of training out there. We get to see D-Day, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then, I think on the 2nd is when we head back to Paris, and then the 7th and 8th is when I compete.
Got it. So you're in. Are you in for the opening ceremonies, and then you head out to Normandy?
Yeah.
All right. And then where do you do you stay in? Did they have is it a hotel, or what kind of residence do they have for you guys in Normandy? Is it a training facility?
Yeah, that's like some training facility just for USA wrestling.
Oh, got it. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So Payton, I just want to say that you've handled this whole media storm that I don't know if you expected it or not, but you've handled it so gracefully. And how has that been? Or was that like, whoa, I didn't anticipate this? Or, yeah, I knew it was coming after I won?
I mean, it was coming a little bit, but more when I got home, I wasn't expecting as much of it. It's just, I don't know, just talking. It's nothing too crazy.
Yeah, no, it is. You've been on, the Cunis ride, and I've seen, 4 or 5 different interviews you've done for different, stations or places like that. But yeah, you've handled it gracefully and respectfully. And yeah, no, we couldn't be more excited for you. I know I couldn't be more excited for you. And yeah, a character, and you've worked so hard for so many years, and it's fun to watch you go through this and reach a goal.
Well,
one of the goals. Like there's another goal, right? I know you always say there's another goal here.
Of course. Always.
And you said the date is, just so everybody can tune in. When do you wrestle?
August 7th and 8th. So
August 7th and 8th. All right, that Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah.
So obviously we don't know when it'll be aired, but hopefully live. If not,
yeah, my first match will be at like 5:30 a.m., 6 a.m.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe even earlier. I think that's Eastern time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, Payton, we appreciate you coming over. We don't want to get in your way. I mean, you got to finish Rocky IV.
Of course.
And I hope Rocky wins. I mean, let me know. But yeah, we're proud of you. You've represented Elkhorn and the community and the district extremely, top notch. Everybody's proud and honored to support you and get excited about it. And as we kind of go in, if you have any, we always close with some thanks and shout outs. Anybody you want to shout out before we get you back to your movie?
Shout out the community. They're helping me out. Ken Reynolds helped me out a lot with the fundraisers, and my mom's been organizing everything. So yeah, love you, Mom. I'll say that.
All right. Perfect. Well, good luck. You've already made us proud. John, anything else before we sign off here?
Go get some gold, buddy.
Go get them.
All right. Thanks for taking time for us, babe.
Yep. Thank you.
Take care, Payton.